welcome today's contestants. Player one. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny. Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone. You look eager to get underway, so let's get right into it. The first round of play today has these categories for you. Arachnids, South Korea, Word Up, Cakes, the Bible, and TV shows that bombed. All right, let's get back into this. Player one has control of the board. In a 2007 episode of this series, a terrorist detonated a low-yield suitcase nuke in Valencia, California. Here's the correct response. 24. Player one, pick again. Here's Kelly to start us off.
In an episode of this classic 60s series, bookworm Henry Bemis survives a nuclear war and finds a library, but then breaks his glasses.
Here's what we wanted. The Twilight Zone. You get to pick again, Player one. This series, Peter Petrelli had visions that he would cause a nuclear holocaust in New York City. Here's the correct response. Heroes. We return to you, Player one. In a 1977 episode of this sitcom, Detective Diedrich notes that a student's physics project is a functional nuke. Here's the response we were looking for. Barney Miller. Player one, back to you for our next selection.
Woo!
Answer, the Daily Double. You are in first place. How much? The clue. The nuclear blast that caused chaos in Jericho, Kansas was detonated in this state capital to the west. No. Here's what we were looking for. Denver. Player one, back to you. With more than 10 million people, it's the largest city in South Korea. Okay, Player one, use the Wii remote or press the corresponding
Yeah!
Right. Select again. The 12th century book, Samguk Sagi, recounts the time when this religion came to Korea from India. Player one? Nope.
Oh!
The correct response is Buddhism. You again, Player one. At the 2008 Summer Olympics, South Korea's Cha Dong-min won the heavyweight gold medal in this national sport. We're talking about Taekwondo. Player one, pick again. This medicinal herb of the genus Panax is native to Korea. Here's what we wanted. Ginseng. Please pick again, Player one. MacArthur thought the battle for this port would end the Korean War. Didn't work out that way. It's Player one. Nope. Here's the response we were looking for. Incheon. Player one, you pick again, please. This large, hairy type of spider takes its name from an Italian town. Let's hear it, Player one. Good. We return to you, Player one. Texas cattle fever is one of many diseases transmitted by the bite of this type of blood-sucking arachnid. Player one? Sorry, that's wrong. The correct response is the tick. Player one, back to you. At least two types of poison are known to be injected by its tail stinger, hemotoxin and neurotoxin. It's Player one.
Yeah!
That's correct. Select again. Also known as the harvest man, this spindly arachnid differs from spiders in that it has only a single body segment. We're talking about the daddy longlegs. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. Arachnids are a major class of this phylum that includes insects and crustaceans. Yes, Player 1. That's correct. Choose again, Player 1. Arachnids are a major class of this phylum that includes insects and crustaceans. Okay, Player 1. You are correct. You've got some money again. You again, Player 1. It's what we call a word that has the same meaning as another word. It's Player 1. Yes. You get to pick again, Player 1. This word can mean a hole or any hollow place, especially in a tooth. Yes, Player 1. Right. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. It's one of the bones of the forearm, or a line from the center of a circle to the circumference. Okay, Player 1. Now, good. Select again. From the Latin for kidnapper, it means to take someone else's ideas or writings and pass them off as your own. Let's hear it, Player 1. Right you are. Choose again, Player 1. In earlier days, this evil-sounding chocolate cake was colored with red food dye. Player 1. You got it. Player 1, back to you. The Cheesecake Factory has put its famous cream cheese icing on this other type of cake. It's Player 1. Yes. Player 1, pick again. Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte is known by this colorful name in English. Let's hear it, Player 1. Correct. We return to you, Player 1. This aluminum cake pan that sounds like a baseball play was invented by H. David Dahlquist in the early 1950s. Okay, Player 1. Yep. Please pick again, Player 1. As its name suggests, a trompe-l'oeil cake is one designed to deceive this sense. Player 1. Right. Player 1. You pick again, please. As Rachel died bearing him, she called him Benoni, son of my suffering. His father Jacob used this name. Yes, Player 1. Nope. Oh. Sorry. Here's the correct response. Benjamin. You get to pick again, Player 1. When the Jews of Persia are ordered killed, Mordecai puts on sackcloth accessorized with these. Okay, Player 1. No. Here's what we were looking for. Ashes. You again, Player 1. In Luke, Jesus is tried both by Herod and by this Roman governor. Yes, player one. Good for you. We return to you, player one. The Jews held these people in low esteem, so they're made to look good in Luke. It's player one.
Yeah.
That is correct. And here's the $1,000 clue. The first and second of these books cover the same period as 2 Samuel and 1 and 2 Kings. Player one? That's right. Way to go. The Double Jeopardy round will begin right after this. Categories for the Double Jeopardy round are Ancient History, 2006. TV shows by Emmy winner, Be Fruitful and Multiply. Countries by newspaper, Books and authors, and What the H. Note the quotation marks. All right, if you're ready, it's Double Jeopardy time. On January 10th, 2010, this island republic was struck by a devastating earthquake. Let's hear it, player one.
Yeah.
Right. Player one, you pick again, please. It's the HT in HTTP and HTML. Okay, player one. Oh, sorry. Here's the correct response. Hypertext. You get to pick again, player one. Olympic event won twice by Jackie Joyner-Kersee. Yes, player one. Sorry, that's wrong. The correct response is the heptathlon. Select again.
Yeah.
Answer, the first of the daily doubles. You are in the lead right now. Give us a wager, player one. Answer this. In the 18th century BC, he wrote down his famous list of do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
Correct. Player one, pick again. Used in marching bands, it's a large bass tuba that encircles the player's body. It's player one. Yes. You again, player one. El Sol de Tehuacan, the Acapulco Times. Let's hear it, player one. Good. Please pick again, player one. The Brunswickan, the Edmonton Examiner. Here's the correct response. Canada. Player one, back to you for our next selection. Haaretz, Yediot Ahronot. Here's what we wanted. Israel. Choose again, player one. The Cape Times, the Volksblad. Here's the correct response. South Africa. Player one, back to you. The Daily Punjab, the Balochistan Post. Here's the response we were looking for. Pakistan. Player one, you pick again, please. 2009, Glenn Close. We're talking about damages. Player one, back to you for our next selection. 2008, Alec Baldwin. Here's what we were looking for. 30 Rock. Please pick again, player one. 2009, Bryan Cranston. The correct response is Breaking Bad. Select again. 2005, Felicity Huffman. We're talking about Desperate Housewives. Choose again, player one. 2004, Cynthia Nixon. Here's the correct response. Sex and the City. You get to pick again, player one. In February, he shot Harry Whittington, not his intended target. Player one? That's not it. Here's what we were looking for. Dick Cheney. You again, player one. Discovery and this legendary space shuttle went aloft. Okay, player one. No. Here's the correct response. Atlantis. Player one, back to you. In November, an Andy Warhol work depicting this Asian leader sold for more than $17 million. Here's what we wanted. Mao Zedong. Player one, pick again. This famous American passed away the day after Christmas at the age of 93. Here's the response we were looking for. Gerald Ford. We return to you, player one. Answer, the second daily double, and you have the lead. Please enter your wager. Here is your clue. He led the French team to the finals of soccer's World Cup, only to be ejected after headbutting an Italian player. Sorry. Here's the correct response. Zinedine Zidane. You again, player one. Multiply 5 times 5 times 5 to get this. It's player one. That is correct. Choose again, player one. It's 3 times 4 times 5 times 6. Yes, player one. That's it. We return to you, player one. It's -10 times 6 times -9. Player one? Good. You get to pick again, player one. 17 times 2 times 6 equals this. Let's hear it, player one. Hey, you're right. Please pick again, player one. 33 times 33 equals this. It's player one. That's correct. Player one, pick again. In 2003, Mitch Albom had a #1 bestseller with The 5 People You Meet in Here. The correct response is Heaven. Player one, back to you for our next selection. In 1947, he published his first story collection, Dark Carnival. Fahrenheit 451 came 6 years later. Yes, player one. Ooh, sorry. That's incorrect. Here's what we were looking for. Ray Bradbury. Select again. In Willa Cather's O Pioneers, the heroine, Alexandra Bergson, is of immigrant stock from this country. Here's what we wanted. Sweden. Player one, you pick again, please. In 2007, his book, The Road, earned him a Pulitzer Prize and entry into Oprah's book club. Here's the response we were looking for. Cormac McCarthy. Here's the $2,000 clue. James Michener's Centennial centers on a fictional town in this state. We're talking about Colorado. Good game. You will participate in Final Jeopardy right after this. Time to get ready for Final Jeopardy. And today the category is this. Historic purchases. Please enter your wager. Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. And now the last clue. The English received this person from the Burgundians in 1431 for the sum of 10,000 francs. What did you say? And that correct response will add...
Whoa!
You've come out ahead as our champion, player one. We'll see you all next time.